In this video, I'm revealing the final 4 advanced strategies that top Polymarket traders use to print money, strategies that are so niche, most people don't even know they exist. We've covered 10 strategies in parts 1 and 2, but these last 4, these are the most advanced. We're talking about riskless rate discounting, fake news pattern recognition, main character rotation, and cultural calendar alpha. These are the strategies that separate the absolute pros from everyone else. If you master even 2 of these, you'll have an edge that 99% of traders will never have. So stick around because I'm going to break down each strategy with real examples and show you exactly how to use them to make money on Polymarket. Let's get started. And by the way, if you're generating serious volume on Polymarket, you can unlock massive bounties up to $1,000 after generating just $1 million in revenue. That's on top of the $10 referral bonus when your referral makes their first deposit. Link is down below. All right, let's jump straight into strategy number 1. This one's called riskless rate discounting. Some of the strangest Polymarket markets, like will the US confirm that aliens exist before 2027, or will Jesus return by 2027? Still trade at around 4% on yes, not because anyone thinks they'll actually happen, but because long duration markets carry a built-in time value distortion. It's called time value of money theory. Here's how this works. No side capital gets locked for years. Eventually, no holders need liquidity, sell early, and create short-lived spikes where the yes price is artificially high. You use the alien market, trading around 18 cents for yes as the riskless rate for long-term binaries. Here's the strategy. If another multi-year event, like will Taiwan be invaded by 2026, is trading at 10.3%, yes, you discount it by the around 4% benchmark. The real probability is closer to 6%, not 10%. So you place staggered limit orders to buy no, roughly 4% below the quoted price. You wait for liquidity-driven spikes and capture the edge when the market snaps back. You're not trading geopolitics, you're trading the math of locked capital and mispriced time value. Let me show you an example. There's a market asking, will OpenAI announced it has achieved AGI before 2027? Yes is trading at 18 cents. But if you subtract the 4% riskless rate, the real probability is closer to 14%. You buy no at 83 cents and wait for the market to reprice or resolve. This is pure arbitrage on time value. Most traders don't even know this exists. Strategy number 2 is all about fake news pattern recognition, fake campaign filings, fake screenshots, fake scandals. Retail falls for them instantly. Professionals don't. Here's how this works. You build a mental database of past hoaxes. When a new one drops, you check the pattern. If it matches previous fakes and comes from a suspicious account, you fade the spike. You profit from people who don't verify anything or believe everything they see on social media. Here's the strategy. When a market spikes on breaking news, immediately check the source. Is it from a verified account? Is it from a credible news outlet? Or is it from a random Twitter account with less than 500 followers? If it's the latter, you buy the opposite side and wait for the truth to come out. Let me give you an example. There's a market asking, will Elon Musk out as Tesla CEO before 2027? Suddenly, yes spikes from 12 cents to 37 cents because someone posted a fake screenshot of a Tesla press release saying Elon is stepping down. But if you check the source, it's a random Twitter account with no verification, no credible news outlet has picked it up, and Tesla's official channels are silent. You buy no at 37 cents and wait for the fake news to be debunked. Within hours, the market corrects back to 12 cents and you've made a 25-cent profit per share. This works because retail traders react first and verify later. You're doing the opposite. Verify first, then trade. Build a mental checklist. Is the source credible? Has it been confirmed by multiple outlets? Does it make logical sense? If the answer is no, fade the spike. Strategy number 3 is called main character rotation. Politics isn't rational, it's narrative. Attention shifts overnight. Today's favorite becomes tomorrow's meme. You anticipate the vibe shift before the crowd. Here's the strategy. Identify the overhyped candidate or figure, find the next likely winner of attention, buy them early at 10 to 20 cents, sell them when the vibe shifts and they become the main character. You're trading attention cycles, not policy. Let me show you how this works. In early 2024, there was a market asking who will be the Republican VP nominee. At first, everyone was hyping up Nikki Haley. Her odds were at 60 cents. But if you were paying attention to the narrative shift, you could see that Trump was starting to favor someone else. Let's say JD Vance. JD Vance was trading at 15 cents because nobody was talking about him yet. You buy JD Vance at 15 cents and wait for the narrative to shift. A few weeks later, Trump starts mentioning JD Vance more, the media picks up on it, and suddenly JD Vance becomes the main character. His odds jump to 50 cents and you've made a 35-cent profit per share. This works because politics is driven by media cycles and attention, not logic. The crowd is always one step behind the narrative shift. You're anticipating the shift before it happens and positioning yourself early. How to spot the shift? Follow political insiders on Twitter. Watch who Trump or other key figures are mentioning more. Look for subtle changes in media coverage. When you see the shift starting, buy early and ride the wave. Strategy number 4 is called cultural calendar alpha. Governments and major companies don't like humiliating themselves on important national holidays. They avoid bad news, controversial actions, or embarrassing moves close to culturally significant dates. You use this to your advantage. Here's how this works. When the market expects a big move right before a pride-heavy holiday or a technologically significant event, you fade it because culturally it's unlikely to happen. This edge exists because most traders ignore cultural calendars completely. It's not political science, it's game theory. Let me give you an example. There's a market asking, will OpenAI release GPT-6 by a certain date? Now, May is right around Google I/O conference, and June is Apple's WWDC conference, and two of the biggest tech events of the year where Apple and Google announced their AI strategies. The market might be pricing June 30's yes at 20 cents because traders think OpenAI wants to stay competitive and release during this high attention period. But if you understand tech company strategy, you know that OpenAI would likely avoid releasing GPT-6 during Apple or Google's events. Why? Because their announcement would get buried under Apple and Google's massive media coverage. OpenAI wants GPT-6 to dominate the news cycle for days, not compete for headlines with iOS updates and Pixel phones. They'd either release well before these events to own the narrative, or wait until after when the news cycle is clear and they can get maximum attention. You buy no at 82 cents if the deadline falls right during these major competing events. When it resolves without a release during that specific window, you've made a profit. This works because most traders don't understand tech PR timing and competitive strategy. They think competition means rushing to announce, but smart companies avoid getting drowned out by bigger events. Companies want their announcements to be the main story, not a footnote during someone else's event. How to use this strategy? Research major tech events like Apple WWDC, Google I/O, Meta Connect, Microsoft Build, and CES. Check if the expected announcement would get overshadowed by a competitor's event. If it would, consider that the company might delay to get better media coverage. This strategy works especially well with AI model releases, product launches, and major feature announcements where companies want maximum attention and media coverage. And remember, if you're generating serious volume on Polymarket, you can unlock bounties up to $1,000 after just $1 million in revenue. Use my link in the description to get started. If you've watched all 3 parts of this series, you now have a complete arsenal of strategies that separate professional traders from retail gamblers. I'm also going to be releasing more trading and prediction market videos on advanced strategies, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss them. And if you want to automate your copy trading and follow the whales, check out TradeFox. It's the only tool I use for copy trading on Polymarket. Link is in the description. If you found this video helpful, leave a like below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll answer every single one. And if you missed parts 1 or 2 of this series, check the videos popping on screen right now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.